Yo, yo, welcome. So recently, American rapper Fetty Wap was charged by the feds for possessing, firearms, uh, drug paraphernalia, for distribution. And he was recently reapprehended after he got bail because he was on the internet showing weapons and threatening someone. And so, as a result of the new charges that he got, he was forced to plead guilty to the drug trafficking charges. And Fetty Wap, ladies and gentlemen, should be used as an example of what bombs look like. You know what I mean? He should be used as a symbol for a bomb. Imagine this rapper, 7 years ago or less, was on the Billboard charts having more than 5 songs in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. This rapper was one of the most highest grossing hip hop artists of his time, when he was competing against people like Drake and so forth. This dude took off running, took off at the top. Was getting over, let's say, 70,000, 100,000 per show. This rapper decided that it's best to spend money on bullshit, of course, like many of these dudes do, like expensive watches, expensive cars, instead of finding a decent woman, maybe a college graduate, maybe a teacher who is beautiful. He instead picks up thoughts, popular thoughts in the industry who go from rapper to rapper, looking at dollar. Those are the persons he decided to get pregnant, and subsequently he was involved in a lot of baby mama drama, because that's what these women bring, because they are not there for you, they are there for the money. And so, making some of the typical bad decisions that some black men make when they come in contact with some money. Athletes tend to do this, rappers tend to do this. You get me? And lottery winners, yes, lottery winners tend to do this as well. So Fetty Wap found himself in a similar position and was forced to go back to his drug dealing days. And look, this is the result of making one bad decision after another bad decision. And this is what the up and coming rappers and the current rappers that have a little money in their pockets should be looking at. This is what you should not do. This is not what you should allow yourselves to fall into. There are persons who have come in contact with $10,000 US dollars and they have never been broke since. There are people who have come in contact with 100,000 US dollars and they have never been broke since. So, how is it that this man garnered so many money and ended up losing everything to the point where he's back to allegedly breaking the law, for $1? And this is just one of those situations, which is very disheartening. Look at people like Vanilla Ice, for example, who had one hit song way back in the day. Vanilla Ice is still a very wealthy man, very comfortable. And before you're quick to say Vanilla Ice is white and therefore, society was in his favor, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying biases don't exist based on race. However, there are black persons who were one-hit wonders who ended up being wealthy as well. Case in point, Chameleonaire. Chameleonaire was a one-hit wonder with the song You See Me Rolling.
Oh my God.
Chameleonaire invested his money wisely and is a very wealthy man today. But you see the problem, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of these rappers are misguided youth, not just, rappers. They are misguided because they think material things adds to them, but ownership is what adds to you. You own buildings, you own land, you own houses, you own companies. Those are the things which add to you as an individual and adds to your family and adds to your legacy and will keep giving you returns for a lifetime, and not a stupid Richard Mille watch, not a stupid Gucci, not a stupid Balenciaga. You know, this quest to own material things is a poison to our community. And even women are cultured now to go after the guys that are driving Mercedes Benz, wearing silly name brands, and are overlooking good guys which are wholesome for a family and will raise their kids and will stick by their kids, who can keep a job or are investing in businesses. They overlook those guys because they feel like, oh, they don't have the image of wealth and what is hip and what is trendy and what is cool. You know what I mean? Granted, the best type of persons are the ones who are trendy and hip, but still invest in those things. But those guys are rare, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a rare breed. But females who look past those attributes and go for the hype, those are the ones that are likely to end up with some crappy relationships, because they are focused on the images of wealth and not wealth itself, and not the right mindset. You get me? And a lot of these rappers, they have the wrong mindset because they focus on those images instead of making themselves into the actual thing. Some people want to look wealthy instead of being wealthy, and that is a major problem. You go to a lot of these parties and you see guys there, they scam some money, they steal some money, and they come to the party and they throw it away because they want to seem rich. So they buy a lot of liquor. Some of them are literally burning money, throwing away thousands of dollars on strippers' shitty asses to prove a point. And then they're broke again and it's back to square one. A female sees this thinking, oh, that's the right guy, he has money. But really and truly, you're not seeing that all he does is throw it away. And so when he gets you pregnant, he cannot maintain that lifestyle because he doesn't have that steady income coming from a bank. 2 or 3 charges and he's over. You know what I mean? So those things, they don't add value to your life, and you can't take them to the bank. They start to depreciate the very day you buy them, especially when you start adding ice to those watches and so-called bust down, they lose value. You know what I mean? So I just want people to look at Fetty Wap's mistake and try to fix yourself. Try not to be dependent on material things. Try not to be looking like you're wealthy, but rather being wealthy. Because people like comedian here, you'll never see this man trying to brag about, having 6 baby moms, about being the richest rapper or looking like, but he is very affluent due to his smart decisions. The decisions that he made after getting one hit song. This young man told himself that he would never be broke again, and he made smart investments. He was not afraid to learn. A lot of guys in the hip-hop community, they shun being smart. They shun learning things. They shun getting information because, oh, you're smart. And if you're smart, you're not the cool kid. So they take pride in being dumb. We are seeing that in the dancehall community as well, where a lot of these guys are celebrating being illiterate and dunce. And that is going to work against you, because in the world that we're in right now, the more you learn is the more you grow. The more you grow is the more you can develop your family, maintain your wealth. And so that when you're older, so that when your looks have receded, you can have a solid foundation to show that, hey, I did not waste my time on earth. I did not waste my earnings. No, I have this to pass on to my kids and my kids' kids, generation to generation, like other smart individuals. I'm out.